So I started hairdressing when I was 14 and a half. So a really long time ago. I just turned 30, oh my God. Anyway, and I was in Darwin at the time. So me and my family lived in Darwin, and I started at a salon called Stone Island. I said to my mum and dad, I was at a school that I didn't like at all. And I was like, you know what? I really want to work. Like I want to go work. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I said, I'm going to be a hairdresser. Because from day one, when I was very young, I was, cutting Barbie's hair and trying to cut my sister's hair and my own hair. And I was like, you know what, I'll just go. And mum and dad were like, you're 14, almost 15. I don't think anyone's going to give you a full-time job. So I went out, and I think it was like 2 days later, I'd been offered 2 full-time apprenticeships. So I kind of had a choice then. And I was like, look, mum and dad. And so yeah, I took the job with Stone Island, and it was incredible. It was more of a high fashion salon, so they did a lot of like competition work and a lot of extensions, and they were big on their colour work and their creative cutting. So as a first salon to be in, it was very eye-opening. I'd never obviously experienced anything like that, and I learned a lot in my first year there. We then moved back to Adelaide, and I continued my apprenticeship at a salon a bit further down south. And yeah, it was a really good starting point. So it sort of gave me, they gave me a lot of guidance going into my career. And I finished my apprenticeship. I sort of did bounce between a few different salons, trying to find the right fit, I guess. And then I got to probably about 7, 8 years in, and I thought I needed to do something different. So I went and worked at Flight Centre for about 6 months, and wasn't for me. I think I drank for 6 months while I worked there. It was so stressful, but it was cool. I met some really cool people, and I had a good time. And then I sort of wanted more, I guess, and I was like, well, I know how to do hair, and I thought, I can do it pretty well. Why not look at opening my own shop? And yeah, this came up very quickly. We sort of signed the lease on it, like that was that. I opened the salon when I was 13 weeks pregnant with my first child, Charlie. It all happened all at the same time, and I thought, right, well, I've just opened a salon, I'm on my own, I have no staff, and I'm pregnant. So that's when my now manager, Fab, came and started working for me. And I guess the rest is history. The team has just grown over the last 6 years. There's 8 of us now, and yeah, it's been a whirlwind. It's been crazy. I've been hairdressing 15 years now, and I love it. I love having my own space. I love having a team that works so well together. Make sure that you have a drive for this industry and like an actual interest in the industry. I think that there's a lot of stigma around, hairdressing just being, oh, you're just a hairdresser. Sure, it's just you're just in a salon. It's hard work, and I think that if you want to go somewhere in this industry, you have to work hard and you have to be in the right environment. So that's very important. I think that researching and looking into the salons that you're applying to is really important. Make sure that they're, the education they're offering, the support, everything sort of aligns with what you're wanting out of a career, because there are a lot of salons out there that will just hire people just to be a cleaner. And I think it's really wrong to do that. So yeah, make sure you're looking into where you're wanting to work and where you're wanting to go with your job. And yeah, work hard, apply yourself, because yeah, if you work hard, I think that it's going to get you really far. And if you're given opportunities, take them, because confidence is going to take you a long way.
I think social media has done a lot for my business. It's grown substantially in the last sort of 4 years via social media, mainly Instagram. So I think that it's very important, obviously, to have social platforms. Not everyone's keen on it, and when Instagram changes its algorithm as often as it does, people get annoyed. But I think that it's definitely grown. The salon, I think last time I checked, it was about 75 to 80% of our new clientele are via Instagram. So that's a big thing. And I put that down to the content that my team create, the things that we're posting. I think that obviously being consistent is important with getting the reach that you need. And yeah, it's been a very big positive, and we probably wouldn't be where we are without the help of social media. Word of mouth, obviously, and the website and Facebook and things like that help. But yeah, Instagram is our big one currently. I use an app called Preview that I pre-plan our content. I still like physically post it myself. I don't like to set up, I don't know, I've tried that before, like setting up posting times and the app posts it for you. Personally, I think that to get the engagement and the reach that you need, it's good to post it and then be able to engage with it, the commenting back, or being able to go through and start engaging with other accounts at the time that you're posting. And when I was getting the app to post for me, I wasn't obviously doing that, therefore the reach wasn't as good. I sort of sit down once a month-ish and gather up all the content that we've created or made or whatever, and plan out what we're going to do, because otherwise life gets too busy and you just don't do it, or I'll do it later. And so yeah, sometimes there'll be a day or two where I've had a break from it, because I think it is also important to have a little step back sometimes from social media and to have a little break and then get back into it. But yeah, pre-planning is very important. I think that when our clients are in here, we obviously ask them, are you okay for us to take photos and get content today? If they say no, that's all good, like we don't do it. But 90% of the time, our clients are quite happy to have their photos or videos taken during the process of getting their hair done. Some clients will say yes, but they don't want their face in it. So, that's when we just alter how we're creating that content. But yeah, we definitely keep our clients involved through the process of getting it so that everyone feels comfortable with what we're doing.
Hello, lovely. Hello. So you're a mum of two young boys. As well as a very successful hair salon. How do you do it?
Look, it's a day-to-day thing, I reckon. I have a very supportive husband and I have a very supportive team, and I think that is very important. They both obviously play a very big part in my life and how I manage the salon and manage being a mum.
Yeah.
I think that each day kind of has its own ups and downs. Some days are really smooth, other days are like this, as you would know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I think definitely having the open communication and support from obviously the important people around you who you with all the time, that makes it so much easier. My boys are crazy, but they are wonderful, and I think that as they're getting older, they understand that mummy and daddy have work and they have businesses, and they love coming to visit the salon and seeing the girls. So, I like involving them with what we do, so they understand that, even though they're young, I think they're smart enough to understand what we're doing.
Yeah.
And just finding that balance between giving the salon what it needs and also equally giving my boys, my family, what they need as well.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how I do it. It kind of just happens.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like I said, some days are easier than others.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I think as well that we can sometimes get caught up in improving ourselves as a boss for our team.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of like, hang on, we need to do the same thing for our kids as well.
Totally.
So,
Yeah.
and our husbands.
Yeah.
They're always
Everybody.
the last,
I know.
aren't they?
Poor
The pets
husbands.
come before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you're doing a brilliant job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
It's,
you.
yeah, it is a juggle. It really is. But I
It
think
is.
that it's important to just have the right backup, the right support behind you,
Yeah.
and then it's doable.
And to be easy on yourself.
And that's it. Yeah, I think that's something I'm slowly learning as time goes by, is not being so hard on myself and
Yeah.
trying to be perfect in every aspect all the time.
Yeah.
Because that is just it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no learning if we don't make mistakes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
How do you have such a great team? Like you
Very
You
nice.
seem to be very confident in leading your team so that you can go and do all the behind the scenes stuff and keep growing your business behind the scenes
Yeah.
rather than being on the floor all the time.
Yeah.
So how do you do it?
Look, I am very blessed to have the team I have. They are all wonderful people who I have immense respect and love for.
Yeah.
I've had Fab, who's my salon manager. She's been with me from almost from day one. So she started with me like 2 months after I opened the salon in 2016.
Wow. Okay.
And we had worked together previously, so we knew each other quite well and,
yeah.
you know, knew how we worked and that type of thing. So sort of from there, it's evolved into like Fab's my salon manager. She has been now, well, like the last 4 years. That's been her role, and she knows me probably inside out, probably better than I know myself sometimes. I think that she picks up on things that are going on, and I'm like, how does she even know that? She just, we have a very special relationship, and I think that because of that, I know that she's my right hand man. She's always going to back me with where we're trying to go with this business and what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Does she
challenge you?
She does. In good ways. She does challenge me, but always in a way that I need. Yes, exactly.
Respectful manner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I think is so important. I think having a manager that needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we're not an oracle, are we?
No.
Like, no, we're not the be all and end all.
No,
so
I think it's definitely.
Yeah.
And I think that my whole team like challenge me in positive ways. And that's how we keep growing.
Yeah.
You know, if that stops and everyone's just like, just do whatever says, why? You know, like I don't think that that's how a business should grow. I think that everyone should have an input and ideas to give to the team, and obviously leadership and things like that. And we have monthly one-on-ones with each of the girls individually. Yeah, and we do fortnightly team meetings.
Do you take them out somewhere?
So depends on where I'm at with the kids, because a lot of the time it'll be on like one of my days at home with the kids. So it'll be over the phone, or if here it'll be face to face. Really depends. Every now and then we'll go out and I'll have a coffee with them, or we'll do something like that for our one-on-ones. But we just kind of fit it around our day whenever it works.
Yeah.
We have our fortnightly team meetings. We do gratitude every Thursday morning as a team, which I think is really important as well.
Yeah.
And
so would you say gratitude is one of your core values?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Liv actually, Liv's our emerging stylist educator. So she is in charge of training our apprentices.
Yeah.
She does a brilliant. Yeah, she's brilliant. She's so good. Yeah. And so Liv actually brought that to us as an idea that we start doing, going back.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah, about a year, 18 months ago, we started doing that.
Yeah.
And that was like she brought back from the training that she did, and I was just like, you know what, that's something we can incorporate into our each week at a salon.
Yeah.
So things like that. That's what I mean. Like the team getting involved, help us to grow.
Yeah.
And just keep improving the business.
And you're so open as well, like to the business evolving rather than it's got to stay like this and that's it sort of thing. So
Yeah.
you seem to just be very not carefree, but so trusting that your team know what they're doing and where you're going, and you can,
It's a mutual respect. I think that like I said, I have very large amount of respect for my girls. I love them and what they do, and they, as far as I'm aware, feel the same about me. And so, it's a two-way street. We all look after each other, and we're all open to ideas, and we have very good communication as a team. So, I think that I'm blessed to have them, and we're in a really, really good spot with them all.
That's great.
Yeah, very proud of them.
It's awesome. And I feel that way. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And you would say that's one of the success factors.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
The biggest question of all. The overriding question. Just joking. Why do you choose Foil Me?
Oh, start. Look, when we first opened the salon,
my ears, if we're completely honest.
no. When we first started, we were ripping foil like most salons did for a very long time.
Yeah. When was that?
When we first opened, up until
what year was that?
2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was July this year. We ticked over the 6 years. So that's crazy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a crazy 6 years. But yeah, we were still ripping our own foil. And at that point in time, we were able to. We had the time to do it. We didn't have a big clientele. There was only me, Fab, and at the time our apprentice Sam.
Yeah.
And we could. Then it got busier and we got more staff and we picked up momentum and the client list kept building and I was like, yeah, this is crazy, this is too much. We don't have time to rip foil.
Yeah.
So I started looking at, getting pre-cuts.
Yeah.
So I tried a few brands and then we got to Foil Me and I was just like, dang.
Can we put that in the video?
Don't. And yeah, I sort of, as soon as we started using your foils, I was like, yeah, this is it. We're not going back to any of that. That's all. Bye-bye. I just feel that you have a superior product that never ceases to amaze me in what we're trying to do and achieve. Doesn't matter on the type of colour work or foil work, anything. There's always the right one to go to.
Yeah.
So, some of my girls love the just the whites and the whites we've got.
Yeah.
I love the no-go ones, the big pink, the massive, love foiling with them. The extra white, give me all of them. 2 sections in one, like boom. But
So why do you like the extra lights? Because you can just smash out.
I feel like, I don't take tiny sections.
Okay.
I've always liked wider foils. Even back in the day when I was ripping my own foil,
Yeah.
I've always done them wider. I
Yeah.
love the width.
Yeah.
And then a lot of our clients obviously have a white bottom here with foiling. So having that as an option with the extra wide and the length in them,
Yeah.
perfect. It means I can do my wide section without anything coming out the corners,
Yeah.
no bleeding, and then sometimes depending on the work, I can just like paint down, smack one on top, paint down. Like it just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
And everyone likes all the different patterns. Clients always comment on, oh, that looks so pretty. It's so nice to see something that like silver foil. I'm like,
Yeah.
love how you keep it interesting. But yeah, I think that, and the customer service that you guys provide is next to none. It's amazing. Whoever I speak to is always awesome. Always had such good conversations with your team,
Yeah.
with you, and
Yeah.
I just feel like, when you meet people, you just click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an amazing team, and
Yeah.
it's like you. I think it definitely comes from the core of who people are. So when you are hiring, the questions that you ask in the interview are just so imperative.
Yes.
Around the core values that your business has.
Yep.
Because you can hire people who don't share the same values as you, and then that reflects in your business, and that could be completely detrimental.
Totally.
So it is actually quite a skill, and to be able to hire people who reflect the values.
That is so important. Yeah, so important because you work, bust your bum to create something so important to you, and you need the right people to reflect that and bring that same energy.
Yeah.
As if they don't, like, things can go tits up pretty quick.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
You'll always be a foil
Just
customer.
pick up my head and carry it out the door.
Oh no, it's so nice having you guys here. Thank you.
Oh, of course. No, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Oh, of course.
So precious.
Anytime.